We are quite excited about what God is doing at Foundation Baptist College. This last week was our second accreditation staff visit. We hosted Lisa Beatty, the executive director of our accreditation agency, and Sherry Pop joined, who focuses on assessments. And we spent an entire day working through detailed aspects of the organization. We covered everything from finances to faculty involvement, our legal status, our right to grant degrees, student satisfaction. You can think of accreditation like an academic organizational audit. It's a lot of work, and it also helps you be a better organization. We initially applied for this process in early 2025, and we received a deferral for 1 year. The commission wanted to see more growth in our student body first. Since then, I'm delighted to say that God has rapidly increased our enrollment. The last 3 semesters have been the largest in our history for 3 semesters in a row. And we are now in a very good position to move forward. Our thought was to prepare everything we could to accelerate the process. There are individual tasks that you work through. This would be an example, something where you're gathering a lot of data and pulling things together. And there are a total of 103 accreditation tasks. We worked through all of them. We wrote over 100 pages of policies and procedures and academic data, just a full report. And our goal, again, was to put in the extra work to get ahead of the process and try to accelerate the timetable if at all possible. Our representative commented that we are ahead of what she would expect from a typical first-year institution. She listed 4 areas that institutions usually struggle with. That would include finances, sufficient students, faculty qualifications, and assessments. And then she just commented that particularly for the first 3, these are not big issues for you. And on the last, it's a matter of implementing what we've already planned out to do. So that leaves us in a good place. Our ambition for the next school year is to fully implement that assessment plan, to push forward the 103 areas we worked on over the summer with the hope of filing for an acceleration in our staff visit next year. The typical accreditation process is a full 8 years of work. We'll take this one step at a time, but our desire and prayer is to try to push that down from 8 years to 6 years. And prayerfully, we're going to do everything we can on our end to see that happen. That's extra work for us. It's a tremendous, much greater extra benefit for our students. And that's where we would ask your prayer for 3 specific things. Would you pray with us, number 1, that God would help us as we seek to manage the growth we're experiencing? Growth is exciting. We're amazed at what God's doing. We're delighted by the students God is rapidly bringing us. The challenge right now is to keep up and consolidate. And we just pray that God would help us to serve the students well. Would you pray as well for the Smitleys? Daniel and Megan are seeking to join us here as faculty. And as they prepare for that, they're visiting churches, they're telling them about the project, they're raising support. Would you just pray with us that partner churches would get a taste of what God is doing in Edmonton and how this project is helping in his work here, and that people would want to get behind the project, that they would want to support the Smitleys? We're specifically praying that they could join us by fall next year. And finally, would you pray for grace and growth for our students? The entire purpose of everything we do is our mission statement. We exist to prepare future pastors for ministry and to strengthen members of local churches for the glory of God. Pray with us that God strengthens our students to that end. Pray that he protects their ethics, their love for him, that their love for his word increases. Pray that their determination to serve him in ministry endures. Pray along with us that God would raise up faithful pastors and servants for his work across Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and the world beyond. Thank you.